We don't bring our dog to court, he's too dangerous.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the June 5th meeting of the Comox Valley Sewage Commission. I'd like to start by acknowledging that we're meeting on the unceded traditional territory of the Comox First Nation, and I'd like to welcome everybody to today's meeting. I believe we have all commission members available. And just to confirm, we have in the room Commission Member Director Morin, Director Swift, Director Grant, myself, along with regional district staff. On Zoom, we have Commission Member Minions, Cole Hamilton, and Stevens. So with that, we shall start the meeting with the management report, and we'll take a motion for receipt, please. Moved Grant, second Swift. Any discussion on the management report? And I will ask staff if we could just get a bit of an update on the work that is going on to investigate the Sandy Dump Station project, please.
Thank you very much, Chair and Commissioners. And I'll just ask Mark Rutten to come forward and to give you an update on this request.
Thank you through the CAO and through the chair. So we are making progress on this initiative. We had planned to bring something back a little bit sooner to you, but just due to some resourcing issues, we haven't been able to progress the work, but we are working on this initiative. We understand that it's important, and we're hoping to bring something back later in the summer.
Thanks very much. Director Morin.
Thanks for bringing this up, Chair Hillian. I'm wondering if it's possible to do some kind of press release, just something simple, just because we are getting some inquiries from the public about this, just kind of where we're at with it, or something that's out there that people can see that we're on it. It seems like many people don't even know that there is some action in place around it.
Yeah, I think working with communications, we could put something together just at a high level to let the public know that there is some investigation going on and that options and recommendations will be brought forward.
Thanks very much, Mark. As indicated by Director Morin, there is a lot of community interest. I think people have recognized that it won't be in place this year, and but an update report and some sort of news about that would probably be helpful for many. So thanks very much for that. Any further questions or comments in relation to the management report? Hearing and seeing none, I will take the vote. Is anyone opposed to receipt? I'm hearing and seeing none, that is carried. We'll move on to item number 1 under reports, the Sewage Service Liquid Waste Management Plan information request. And we have a report for receipt. Moved by Grant, seconded by Swift, and we'll pass this over to staff.
Thank you very much, Chair and Commissioners. And Jake Martins, General Manager of Corporate Services, will outline the report, and we're both available to answer any of your questions.
Thank you, Russell, and through the chair. As noted, this is a brief report summarizing the information requests and information provided to a local resident concerning the liquid waste management plan and specifically the sewer conveyance project. A report of this nature is not typical. However, this report follows 2 formal delegations that were made to the Sewage Commission and to the CVRD board, in which the individual expressed concerns respecting the approach taken and outlined a number of information requests. Based on the direction provided, staff did undertake to provide a detailed response to those inquiries, and that was provided to the individual. However, in light of that information being rejected, staff have brought forward this report with the mind to openness and transparency, in which we can simply provide this to the commission and seek your consideration of whether the information provided has been sufficient and conclusive. With that said, I'd be pleased to answer any questions.
Thanks very much. And given the amount of staff time that this has taken and the challenge that has been presented by Mr. Aranga in his inquiries, I would appreciate as many commission members as possible commenting on this. I think it's important that we make it clear both to the Mr. Aranga and the general public that the commission is in full support of the work of staff and the rigor that was applied to the entire conveyance project that we are now moving forward with. So we'll take any speakers on receipt of the management report. And I believe we have Director Swift.
Thank you. I agree wholeheartedly with your comments. I believe staff has really gone above and beyond to provide this citizen with the information that he wants. We've had a thorough liquid waste management plan with many stakeholders involved, and I believe that we're needing to move forward with the decision made at that table. So I support staff and hope that Mr. Uranga will be satisfied with this information.
Thanks very much, Director Swift. And I believe Director Cole Hamilton is next. Oops.
Thank you, Chair.
Some help from staff here because we have we have this screen and the other screen. Director Cole Hamilton, I did hear you, so go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that, Chair. I just wanted to echo what Director Swift said. Having served on the liquid waste management process, I saw the care that was taken throughout the entire process, meeting after meeting, to evaluate things carefully, to ask for information where any of the members thought more was required. And I've read Mr. Uranga's requests, and I've also seen what staff have prepared in return. And it's been an impressive effort at combing materials and providing the most complete possible answer. So while it's not always possible to provide people with the answer that they might be seeking, this is the most complete and accurate portrayal of the situation. And I hope Mr. Uranga is content in the end with this incredibly fulsome disclosure and the cooperation that our staff have made with him in order to try and fulfill his request as completely as possible. So yeah, I will most definitely be voting in favor.
Thanks very much. And we'll go to Director Minions.
Thanks, Chair. I just wanted to echo what Councillor Director Swift has said here for the town of Comox, as well as the newest commission member. About 6 months, there was quite a bit of onboarding of information, reports to read, history on this for the last 10 plus years. And being the newest member and a smaller commission, I really felt charged to make sure that I did read and understand the information from the best of my own individual background and not just kind of take recommendations at face value. And so I fully support that. While it's great for citizens and other people to give their feedback and their ideas, and those ideas to be looked into, I really stand by what staff has provided over the last year, specifically on this specific plan, or I guess it's been a couple years now, but as the newest member, it's all very fresh in my mind, and I fully support as the Town of Comox Commissioner.
Thanks very much. And we'll turn to Director Morin.
Great, thank you, Chair. Thanks for those comments from the other directors. I would agree. And also, this process has been, as Director Minions pointed out, 2 or 3 years in the making. And it seems as though Mr. Uranga has sort of, well, for lack of a better word, kind of inundated us with information in a short period of time towards the end of the consultation process. And I think that perhaps there wasn't that engagement earlier in the process. So I think that this late in the game is difficult to consider that information that he's brought forward. And it would have been better to have provided some input earlier on. Having said all that, I think that, as pointed out, staff has done an amazing job with this huge project, and I support the recommendation going forward. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Any further discussion on the receipt of the report? Hearing and seeing none, is there anyone opposed to receipt? Hearing and seeing none, the receipt is passed, and we have a recommendation. Moved by Director Grant, seconded by Director Swift, that the Commission accept the responses and information provided to date to Mr. Uranga in regards to the liquid waste management plan and the sewer system conveyance project as outlined in the staff report dated June 8th, 2021. Any discussion? And I will just add my thanks to staff for the work involved in this. And I think the questions that have been asked have been answered fully and with transparency and with detail. And it is unfortunate that Mr. Uranga does not agree with the outcome. But as pointed out by Mr. Dyson, he does have his recourse through the Office of the Ombudsperson. And I think that our passing of this recommendation will put this inquiry to rest from staff's perspective from this point forward. So any further discussion? All right, I think we will do a vote on this. We will go around just to confirm everybody's vote. And I'll start with Director Grant. Director Grant in favor, Director Swift? In favor. Director Swift in favor, Director Minions? Director Minions, are you on mute?
My apologies. My children just walked in the door. I was trying to silence them in a nice way. I am here and I am.
We're just asking if you're in favor of the recommendation.
Yes, in favor. I was just reading the wording to make sure. In favor. My apologies.
Thanks very much. Director Morin? In favor. Director Cole Hamilton?
In favor.
And Commission Member Major Stevens?
In favor.
Thanks very much. I'm in favor. The recommendation is passed. We have no new business. We have no media asking questions that I'm aware of. And so we'll take a motion to terminate the meeting.
I'd like to make that motion,
second.
Major Stevens.
Sorry, Major Stevens?
Yes, please. I would like to make that motion.
Moved Stevens, seconded Grant. Any discussion, any opposition? Hearing and seeing none, the meeting is terminated. Thanks very much to staff and